So I'm in the process of making a ranged Pyromancer, going through an unfair. Just got to level 11, and I'm doing the Tzeentch, the Herald of Tzeentch that's in the Undercity in Act 1. So I thought I'd show off that fight to show you sort of what I'm doing and how I'm getting there. I'm also doing builds for all my party members, so I'll have maybe 6, 7 or 8 videos coming regarding builds, so I'll do one for each of the companions, the main ones. If I do some of these summons, maybe 9 or 10 videos coming. But basically, early on, I like to run Argenta with some area stuff as well as her, so she gets her hand flamer and a sword. I like to run that along with her bolter. She pick up a bolter very early in Act 1. And I eventually build her into a heavy bolter build, which is currently bugged, so you can always just stick with regular bolter. But also having area attacks as a side option, so as you can see I set things on fire. Now this benefits highly for the build that I'm planning to do, which is obviously a purely ranged casting Pyromancer. So I'm making a Space Gandalf that I've called Lena after the character from Dota 2. So the idea here for this party is early game, so you don't really have much choice. So I've got Irida, who's a sniper, because I'm using Psychic Barrage to apply Ballistic Score to her psychic abilities when they're both 6 squares away. She's also a buffer, so she's going to go into Biomancy, Santic, Telepath, and Divination. Eventually she'll be a bounty hunter and can do all sorts of magical and wonderful things, but she's also got very good damage ability. Now with Pain Channeling, when she overkills stuff, it puts the excess damage that went over that HP bar to a random enemy somewhere else on here. Whilst I was making that, I thought, well, why don't I combine that with Backdraft and Pyromancy and eventually do some massive AoEs? So I'm basically going to go Pyromancer, Telepath, Santic, and I'm going to combine the best of all of those to be able to do some super explosive Pyromancy, basically. I'm starting off with a Soldier class, and I'm going to go into Master Tactician, because Press the Advantage will then stack with Hammer of the Emperor, which will then create a big explosion with Firestorm, which, yeah, with Backdraft and Pain Challenge, it should do a lot of damage. I'm only using staffs on this one, although I have invested into Ballistic Score so I could get some guns early on, but obviously once you pick up the Pyromancy staff, you've got that and lightning stuff, you don't really need a gun. So yes, here is my Lena. Now, like I said, she can Firestorm here, but that would probably kill my own dudes. There's not many enemies around. Now, because she does have Backdraft and Pain Channeling, that means she's actually very good at casting when there are enemies near each other. So if I hit this guy here, the excess damage will then pass on to the next one. If he was close enough, you'd also get a Backdraft. So we got Pain Channeling of 13, an extra damage of 11, and then 23 on the primary cast. So it's quite a nice bit of damage. And then so obviously the extra 8 damage from after killing that guy then went over to the demon. So yeah, we did quite a bit there and took out quite a few, and that was just from an extra bonus action. That means that she'll be able to build up stacks for Reveling Slaughter very quick and easily, because she's doing a lot of AoE. So she'll be able to generate a lot of extra turns early on before you get into like the really nasty stuff around level 16. So anyway, moving Argenta with Brace for Impact, so I can get her into a little bit of position. I'm going Breakthrough with Abelard, and I'm actually going to go into Vanguard. Now, I'm not going to play Tank, because I still think Tank's terrible, but there are a few glitches around the Malphane Shroud that can make you do some insane damage, and a few item combinations that allow for some crazy stacking, so that's why I'm eventually going to build through for Abelard. So unfortunately he got parried by that Herald of Tzeentch. But, let's see, where do I want to place my guys? So obviously I can... 2 enemies I could possibly kill. I've got the Fire Staff, I've got the Lightning Staff. So there are a number of options that we can do here, but for now, just going to kill that. Pain Channeling will go over. Did another 14 to the Herald. Get my Reveling Slaughter up, so I got Run and Gun back, so I can use that again. So now we've cleared out all the trash mobs, so we can just focus on the boss. Now, in this fight, he can take over these other guys as they get to it, so you want to try and kill him quickly. Unfortunately, I don't quite have the burst potential in this party, but they do have more than enough survivability. So I've got 10 stacks here, so tactical knowledge, yeah, I'm going to add 10 armor to my entire party. And it's going to up Pascal's damage. Pascal is going to go into a heavy plasma cannon build. There are some insane things that you can do where you can wipe out whole battlefields with him. Idira is going to be a nuker buffer. Cassia, again, massive buffer, massive potential. Some people like to go on about that she's crazy for damage, but she drops off very fast, so I like her as pure buffer. Argenta, yep, good burst build, good area build, so we're going to do that. Then obviously Ablard's going to have an Alpine Shroud. I'm actually going to turn Heinrichs into a melee Pyromancer, and obviously when I get Ulfa, I'm going to use him as a kick specialist. Yeah, so kick and pistol burst fire. I'm probably not going to do the elf companions because I'm just going to kill them. I don't like them. I don't like their playstyles or their default builds. Yeah, Sniper can do a lot, but the missions that you're forced to use her, not Sniper friendly, so she kind of winds me up. And obviously I don't like the Dark Elf companion because I just think his build sucks and he needs updating when the DLC drops. And if they don't do it, he's going to be forever handed over to the Inquisition. So one of the good things about having, having Argenta with fire is I can do this to really get some of the AoE going. So I have not taken the ability to resist fire yet, so this is going to suck for me because I don't set myself on fire with the range variant like I do with the melee variant because you don't use Orchestrate Flame. So yeah, we'll have one less side range, but like I said, this is everyday gun sniping. So 30 damage at level 11 is not too bad for a sniper shot. Not going to do too many buffs as the warp is pretty high. Let's buff Ablard. But I am going to give the extra turn to my Pyro. And I'm just going to show off a Firestorm, like what we can do here, because there's going to be a lot of backdrafts, and there's going to be a lot of pain channeling. It would be nice if I could cast it up there, but I don't have my running gun available. If I did, I wasted it last turn, but if I had that still going... That's a lot of damage. So let's go through all these numbers here. So we cast Firestorm. We then got Backdraft 7, Fire 15, Warp Burn applied, another 10 there, another 21 there, another 10 there, another 21, another 9, another 18, another 8, another 16, another 9, another 9, another 19, another 9, another 18. So yeah, pretty good for 1 AP. Oh, I still got 2 points here. Alright, let's do the Warp Eye. So she can set things on fire with this ability, because I picked up the item by doing the puzzle upstairs. Oh, and she can use Finest Hour. Oh, let's give Lena another turn.
I'll paint your death in colors.
So now running gun doesn't cost anything. Now, the warp thing is pretty high. I probably should have actually done this for Argenta so she could burst down the boss and kill him. I'm just hoping for the best here.
It's as good as done.
Takes 22 damage. This man teleported. Was that just something he does, or is that due to me using the ability?
I'll make it happen.
I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to start moving her to try and get around. He's on fire. If he turns this crowd and I can get them to Firestorm, yeah, that's going to do some big damage. I'll link a spreadsheet below for all my builds that I'm currently working on. These are not finalised, because obviously, like I said, I'm playing for an unfair to really optimise them, read through every ability, check every interaction, because I'm not going to be able to crutch on my Pyromancer as hard as when I did the melee version, because the melee version was insane. Like, he was doing over 10k damage spread out to everyone in a round, overkilling everything, like one-turning every boss in unfair. It was crazy.
That's not the Seneschal's job.
Damn, she's not actually going to be able to get close enough. Boop.
Here we go.
So Pascal, at least, let's see, can I input in any... Nope. Everyone's too far.
Let's get to it.
Nope, Warp Manifestation. Yep, he's going to take those boys over. Oh well, more people to kill. It's a good thing I have AoE builds. Actually going to go this way of Argenta. I just realised, because they're moving towards this way towards Ablard, so it makes sense for her to be over here. Yeah, let's burst fire over there, see if we can hit some things.
I act.
Nice, 13, 14. I'm not going to waste one run and gun for now. We'll save that. But because Idira looks like she's got the long last, we can set some exploits and try and snipe the boss. So the good thing about this is because Idira is so likely to explode herself and accidentally summon demons early on, you kind of want the sniper rifle set up on her so she's not doing that. I've noticed with willpower is very good, but you shouldn't heavily invest in it first because it's really easy to buff, especially with pre-science, which she has. And for like allies, if you take her mind link, she can like really boost up some allies. So if you have both of those, but yeah, I don't really want to be exploding her this early on. She's going to become a massive buff machine and a massive nuker later, but for now she is. Yeah, she's going to try and snipe some things. Oh, 32 damage, not bad. I am interested to see what 1.3 brings. So my plan is to get all the build videos out before the DLC. If 1.3 has some heavy changes, I will do 1.3 variants. I'll put in the titles what version it is for. So if you're sticking around, you're going to get some useful information. Any feedback, do give it to me, because I'll gladly debate and discuss things in the comments, because obviously I've only been playing since last month. Now I know people who know me longer know that I really deep dive and like to break mechanics of the game, but obviously with this one, I'm mostly going by as it's written, but you quickly learn that a lot of the abilities in this game aren't as written, so it is worth replaying and testing. So I did my first blind run, which is up on the channel, for going through an unfair, and obviously this run I kind of know what's coming, so that's how I'm able to prepare my builds. And unlike most people, some people make builds for level 55, max gear, nothing left to kill, and it's like, yeah, there's the best build of the game, blah, blah, blah. But you can't actually play through the game on that build, and that's what I'm designing and optimizing for. No respecs, to actually be able to play through the game on all the builds for all the companions and the main casts. I will get Machine Spirit on here to reduce recoil burst fire. Can't tactical knowledge. Don't even want to waste a pot shot. I'm going to save that for the sniper rifle, but it did kill someone. Oh, he teleported over here actually. That's quite useful. He unfortunately got everyone. But Argenta's now in position.
I'll do it.
Rapid fire. Daka Daka. Ooh, that was very nice actually. For now, I will Revel in Slaughter, get the ballistic skill increase. I could have run and gun, but I didn't want to. Not just yet, I wasn't in the best position for it. So let's reposition Irida. Exploit the boss. He should get hit and just die here. Nice.
Was that you?
Nice.
What an unfortunate turn of fate.
Yeah, 29 damage.
Let's get to it.
Damn.
Brace yourself, Avalon.
Step aside.
Yeah, I should be able to pass over here. Now that the Herald's dead, like, this is just cleanup duty. I've got to try not to pick up any injuries. Like, after this bout, I can go to the bunker and command center because I've blown up the thing, so I can go back to my ship and remove any injuries. Yeah, but before you take out the artillery, getting injuries in this section, especially on unfair, sucks.
The Emperor commands, I act.
She's just crippled and stuck with it.
Guided by faith.
Too short for the hand flamer. I like hand flamers. They're not the best. And later on you can replace it with one of the heavy flamers, but... Alright, Iblord. No, I don't really want to dash in. I want to hit both of them.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
We sweep? Oh, didn't kill him. Oh well, leave that unsworn enemy. Yeah, Taunt and Scream often doesn't work, and you kind of... There's a cape that can guarantee it, but you don't want to waste that because you want to use the Malpain Child anyway. There's a helm that can help it, but then it limits your other helm choices.
Not me. You never stood a
So yep, we do that.
I'll see
We
to
revel
it,
in
Percy.
slaughter. This increases our damage as well. Thanks to Psychic Barrage.
On it.
Beautiful, nice and easy. No issues, no injuries. Good times. I don't think that could have gone better. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. See ya.